All right, there we go. Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night here at the BTA Network, and tonight it's our gaming and technology news. And tonight we're going to use a little bit of technology to teach you about the weather, because there is some rough weather going on right now.
Yep. We're good. Tonight, our goal is to make it so that when you look at a weather radar, you don't just see a bunch of fucking stupid unknown colors. You can read the radar and understand exactly what is going on.
Yep. So anyway, let's introduce ourselves. I am your host for tonight. I am Oddball Extreme. I'm on the line with 5 of my crazy cohorts. To my left, we have our master creator, Frodo. Hello, Frodo.
What's up, motherfuckers?
To my right, we have our Arizona Sunshine, Janet. Hello, Janet.
Hi.
All right.
Como está, everybody?
Muy bueno. All right, below left is our man from the Bronx, Sajo. Hello, Sajo.
What's up? How's it going?
All right. Below center is our Van Hoofsing, Scott. Hello, Scott.
Hello, everyone.
And
Happy Friday.
And finally, bottom right, we have our resident joker, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, there is.
And Mike is here to wreck the day.
All right. Now, I will tell you this: we do have some other things we want to talk about, but this is gonna be the main focus for probably the first maybe half hour or so, give or take.
Yep, we're gonna focus primarily on this because we need to teach you guys some stuff so that when you see weather radars, you don't get scared. Because as Ryan Hall will say, and this is a statement that I love of his, don't be scared, be prepared. And we want every one of our viewers to be prepared and not scared of the weather. Because here's the thing. We live in this world. If every time you got a tornado warning or some kind of alert, you would be scared all the time. And that's not something that we need to do. So, as such, we're going to focus on some storms tonight that are actively going on. And we're going to use these as a perfect example of how to understand the radar. Okay?
All right. Now, the good news is I already have the WeatherWise app up and running, so I'm going to go switch to that window right now, and there it is.
So, we're going to start off tonight in Illinois, and here's the reason. We have a bunch of different aspects of the radar that we can use right now and show you how this shit works. Okay? First off, you're going to see all those polygons.
Whoa.
You're garbling, Frodo.
Yeah.
And the
Uh-oh.
You're okay now, but there was just at some point you were going like that.
Froze on my end.
Yeah.
You froze.
Talking to Sarah, I believe.
Okay. Oh my God! The town of Pekin, Illinois. The reason I remember that one, I just saw a season 6 episode of Extreme Makeover Home Edition. They did a house in Pekin. I remember.
Okay, is that better, you guys?
Yes, much.
Okay, so we're in WeatherWise right now. We're in just the base reflectivity product. Shirley has a little bit of smoothing on hers. I don't. Okay, so that's where ours are going to be a little bit different. If you guys look just to the north and east of El Paso, you're going to see a feature in a radar called the hook echo. Now, a hook echo, and that's in El Paso, Shirley, so right up toward the north of you.
Okay, I am there already.
This be in
So-
chat?
It's on the it's on the stream right now. We're doing.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you'll have to view the stream to see what we're talking about, but it'll
Yeah.
be fine. So in El Paso right now, we have what's called a hook echo. And what is a hook echo? Well, it's a sign of strong storms. When you have a hook, that means that you have wind coming into a storm from that hook. So that hook itself is an inlet for warm moist air, which is the fuel of a storm. Okay? So if you have a hook like this, like you see just going north of Enright right now,
Mhm.
there is a chance that there is a tornado. Now, Shirley,
Mhm.
if you'll do me a favor,
Uh-huh.
swap to velocity.
Velocity. There we go. Ooh, it's a
So
mess.
in this, it is a mess, but I'm gonna explain stuff. Remember, a couple. I said this to Shirley, uh, uh, Janet and Scott a couple nights ago. Okay.
What
Velocity
is it
is
next to I'm trying to find it on the radar. In Texas? What is it I'm looking for?
No, you're not Texas. We're going to Illinois.
Illinois.
El Paso, Illinois.
Yeah. Now, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
let's face it. The first thing you would think about El Paso is, in fact, Texas. But we actually have El Paso,
That's
Illinois.
why I ended up in Texas.
Yep, that's okay.
Okay.
Trust
I gotta
it.
find it.
Hey, trust
I
us.
gotta find it.
That's fine. Take your time. I'll tell you this much. I found the town of Shirley, Illinois, already too.
Yeah, this is one of the fun things. So, looking at this velocity signature from that same area as the El Paso hook is, we can see it's just a bunch of garbled garbage, right?
Mm-hmm.
That usually means that there's not a tornado down. But
Mountain View. Where am I?
we
I
have
don't know
a
where I
way
am.
to tell
Logan
if
Creek.
there is an actual tornado down.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what's called correlation coefficient.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley?
All
Alexa,
right. So the correlation
Where is
coefficient.
Centerville?
There it is.
Enjoy the show.
Alexa, where is Centerville?
Okay. I'm waiting until I see the correlation coefficient get hit
Okay.
up on stream. So give me a minute.
Okay.
What part are we
I'm trying
looking
to
at?
find out the state of Illinois and not have it.
All right. So as we can see in El Paso, I'm not seeing much in the way of correlation.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley, you might want to switch radars to the Lincoln radar. Click inside of the radar of the warning and click KILX.
There it is. Kilks.
So just click.
There
Yep,
we go.
Just click it. Okay, and you'll see more of what I'm seeing. Okay.
There we go. Okay. Much better.
So what you're looking at in correlation coefficient is the discussion of size. Okay. Raindrops all tend to be the same size. Hailstones can vary in size, obviously. But what they do is they're usually the same shape and size. When a radar release is running, it's releasing two perpendicular beams of sound energy. Okay? They look very similar to this. Like a cross, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it takes a snapshot of every single particle in the air. Raindrops, hailstones, meteorologicals is what we call those, tend to be the same size as one another. Okay. So when you look at a correlation coefficient, like we have here, a red correlation coefficient means that your correlation, that the parts in the atmosphere correlate with each other at a 1.0 level. That means that they are all the same size and shape. However, once you get into, say, more blue colors,
Mm-hmm.
you get into 0.5 correlation and zero point 0.4 and lower. There's even 0.0 correlation for the deepest, darkest blues. What that means is that the radar beam in its scan is seeing things that are not the same size and shape. That could be dirt particles. That could be a leaf from the nearest from the corn stalk. That
A,
could be a corn cob. That could be a roof. That could be a silo. That could be a car. That could be a cow. It
mm-hmm.
can literally be anything.
Mm-hmm.
The point of correlation coefficient is seeing what doesn't belong.
Yep.
Okay. Now, when you're looking at when you look at a storm, you need to look at all these things. So you look at the reflectivity, okay? You look around, you look and see, okay,
Oh,
go back to reflectivity, Shirley.
all right. Reflectivity. And let me double check
You
and make
look
sure I'm the
and
right radar.
we're still on the right, we're still on the KILX radar. That's the one I want to be on right now for
Okay.
this.
Yeah, I'm still on KILX. All right.
So you see different sequences of colors. White, your greens tend to be light rays, so normal shower, nothing big. The more towards the reds, purples you get, the more heavy that stuff is coming down.
Mm-hmm.
That means as far as the radar is seeing it, raindrops like a nice shower are like this. Okay? That's what the radar is seeing. It's just that. But when you have heavy rains, you're seeing the radar is seeing it like this.
Mm-hmm.
And the heavier that rain goes, the more dense it's seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, to explain two things. All storms have two components. Two components you can always break a storm into. You have the inflow and the outflow. Okay? How do you know the difference? Put your wind, put your back towards the wind. If you are facing the storm when your back is toward the wind, you're in the inflow section. That means that your air is feeding the storm and going up. If your back is against this and you're looking away from the storm, you're in the outflow. You're the exhaust of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Now, here's something that people need to understand. Tornadoes don't come from the outflow. They always, always, always come from the inflow.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
In reality, when people see a tornado coming down from the storm, that's not what's actually happening. Uh-uh. It sounds counterintuitive to what you're seeing, but the wind is actually going up into the storm. Okay? That's what causes the classic presentation of a tornado. Now, there's multiple parts of a storm internally, but the biggest one we need to focus on for severe weather is called the mesocyclone.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part of the storm that actively rotates. Now, a straight up mesocyclone that just goes up straight is not going to cause any severe weather. Why? Because there's not energy to it. What needs to happen for the mesocyclone to produce severe weather is for there to be what's called wind shear. What that is at different layers of the atmosphere, winds can go in different directions. So say you're at the surface, wind is coming in at a northerly direction. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Few thousand feet up, that wind can come at the northwesterly direction. Few more thousand feet, the westerly direction. So on and so forth. Okay? That produces what's called wind shear. And what happens is that normally straight mesocyclone that you're talking about suddenly tips and tips.
And tilts.
And yep. And what happens is you'll get this thing. Okay, the cloud itself is called the cumulonimbus, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And what you'll have is an overshooting top on the top of the cumulonimbus where the mesocyclone's energy bursts through the top of the cloud. That indicates strength. The higher up the storm it goes, the more strength it has.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, most storms cannot get above 50,000 feet, about 10 miles in the air. Why? Because that's the top of the thermosphere, where all of our weather happens. Above that 10-mile boundary, you get into the stratosphere. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The overshooting top can get up above that break. But if it does, kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah. Oh goodness, we got. Let's see. There are 6 tornado warnings, but 3 have observed tornadoes.
Yep. So
Also, really quick, Shirley.
Yeah.
Look at the chat.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, too bad it wasn't raining.
It's
Classic.
It's in the chat.
Yeah. That joke had to come sooner or later. But yeah,
well,
we got.
Surely you'd
Yeah.
like that too much.
Let's see. Yeah, we have 3 observed. 3 tornado warnings have observed tornadoes. I wonder if they're all the same. Could they all be in the same storm?
Possibly.
Okay.
But I'm going to say this right now. So, okay, if you go to the to the thing at the top of that,
Uh-huh.
go all the way back up to the very top.
Oh.
Do you have Ryan's view available to you?
Let me check. I don't know. I have y'all mode on.
Go into y'all mode functions in the hamburger menu,
Got it.
and then switch the thing that says follow along with to Ryan.
Where is it? Share location with Ryan? Oh, follow along. There we go. Follow along with
Make sure.
Ryan. Okay.
Yep. Now the reason I want you to do this is because Ryan's doing something right now that
Okay.
I want to kind of hit on. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, you can bounce out of that after you're done with it.
Okay.
I'm watching them.
Okay. I'm following him, but
Now, close out of that
okay.
with
Yeah.
that, and then on the current events, close it and reopen it.
That'd be on the right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then reopen it.
Okay. Uh-oh. Damaging tornado. Okay.
if you look, he's got click on Ryan's focus, and
Okay.
you'll zoom right where he's looking right now. Okay?
Bingo! There we go.
So as we look at what Ryan is looking at next to Colfax, Illinois, right now, okay, there is a point where the where the things are going a little wonky. Now, if we go into Cocoa there, Colfax, just to the north of Colfax, we have go up a little bit, Shirley. It's Colfax we're looking at.
Okay.
You see where,
All right, I've got Colfax centered.
and go to Cocoa
Okay.
for that. For
Is
this.
there any way one of you could share the screen?
It's on the stream, Janet. You have to look at it there.
Okay.
Turn on Cocoa really quick, Shirley.
Cocoa? Oh! Okay. Sorry.
Cocoa?
I've got correlation coefficient, Cocoa for short. Oh, I see some blue in there. Right around Colfax.
Yep. So right there, that drop. You see that that fragment of blues and greens and everything there?
Yep.
In all likelihood, that's where a tornado is actively on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
If you look south of it, you see in Aerosmith another drop in correlation coefficient just south of it.
And by the way,
Should be a-
before you go on, no, it's not that Aerosmith.
it's Aerosmith with spelled like you would a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
So, with these two correlation coefficient drops, I'm thinking we have active twins going on.
Ooh. And it's even worse because it's nighttime
Yep.
and you won't be able to see
That
them.
makes it, well, yes and no. You won't be able to see the tornado directly, but you will be able to see the effects of it. In fact, one of the easiest ways to tell a tornado, if it's a tornado or just holy shit bad weather, is look for power flashes.
Oh, yeah.
If you have along a cloud, you have sudden blasts of light just popping out randomly, more than likely what's going on is the tornado is ripping wires out from the transformers and causing those flashes of power that you see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lightning can also give you a nice show, but let's just not go into that because that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at the storm in Colfax area, we are definitely looking at active tornado going. Okay? So
I cannot find you guys. Damn it. Don't worry.
Janet, you can also get to the replay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
yeah,
Okay.
just watch
I'll
the
just
replay.
listen to you
if
guys talk, even though I can't see what you're talking about.
So that's how we, as weather people, detect tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
Is through the correlation coefficient along with all the different systems. Storm relative velocity gives us a good, or relative velocity in general gives us a good clue if there's something there. Now, what is a tornado? This is going to be a subject that's going to be a little bit hard to explain. But basically, think about a tornado as nature's vacuum cleaner. Okay? It comes up from the ground to the cloud, produces a sometimes visible, sometimes not so, condensation funnel is what that's called. When you actually see it, it's called a condensation funnel. Okay? And what you actually are seeing in the condensation funnel is dirt. The dirt itself colors the funnel. Keep that in mind for a minute. So when you see tornadoes going, there's a good reason to watch out. As for just in general, when you have heavier rains, yeah. Another thing we need to hit on, Shirley, change radar to KLOT out of Joliet, Illinois,
Joliet.
and
Okay.
then
There
go
it is.
towards Chicago and north and east of Chicago. I want you in reflectivity mode near Chicago right now.
Got it. Yeah, see all these little storms here and there? This little isolated mess?
So what I want everyone to focus on are those storms that make up like the little tail at the bottom. Those 4 little popcorns there. Over to in the water, Shirley, in the Lake Michigan.
Okay.
Okay. The reason I want to focus on those storms is because they're also producing something we need to talk about. If you have the proper radar product and setup, you can see in those that they're pulsating with brighter colors. Okay? Now, when a radar...
Did we see that on the map the other night, the flashing on the radar screen?
Yes. When you see that pulsation happening, and when you're in smoothing mode, Shirley, you won't see the pulsation, okay?
Okay.
So that's possibly why you're not seeing it. But if you're not in pulsation mode, you can see it. When you see that pulsation, it's just a doo 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 doo.
How do you get into pulsation mode?
You got to turn off smoothing altogether.
Okay. Do I have smoothing even on?
Go all the way down past settings. It's past. It's
there it is, smoothing.
Under.
So you have to make it.
Make it none.
Okay. No, I don't want any of that. Okay.
Yeah, you have a little bit. You had a little bit of smoothing, so turn it completely off.
Okay.
And
right.
once you see the pulsations, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You may have to zoom in a little bit on that little tail of 4 cells, but that's fine.
Okay.
So what that pulsation is hail. That is a sign of hail. Now, most people, you hear hail, you don't think of any big deal, right? A couple chunks of ice, not a big deal.
No, nope, wrong.
Let me just
when
ask
that
you.
ice gets as big as a grapefruit, that's when you gotta worry.
Let me ask you a serious question. How would you like to get hit by a chicken egg this big that's going about 75 miles per hour down on your head?
Anyway, enough to kill a person.
It'd be worse than being hit by a paintball.
Now, this is a hen egg size, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, right? Hail gets to that size pretty frequently. Some of the biggest hail we've ever seen, about that big. About 9 inches in diameter. is the biggest hailstone we've ever seen. Imagine that coming down on your head at 75 miles per hour. You ain't getting up. You're
No.
dead.
Mm-hmm.
You're dead. Dead. Done.
Imagine that hitting a car. You know,
Even if you're in your car, Scott, that's going to go through your roof and kill you.
Yeah.
who would
That's why you see the storm when you see the storm chasers, they had to put these hail guards, especially around their windshields.
So,
But they
if
don't work
if
all the time.
no, they don't.
You know, Shirley?
But
But they don't work
but
all the time.
a 2-inch piece of hail falling on you is going to make you have a very, very bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You're going to be knocked out. No questions. I don't care how hard your head is. 75-mile-per-hour falling piece of 2-inch ice, you ain't going to wake up from that very easily.
No.
yeah.
It'd be like dropping dropping something out of an airplane that's at 2,500 feet and having it hit terminal velocity.
Hmm. So, how does hail happen? Now, to explain hail, you have to also explain rain. Rain precipitates around small particles. So, dust in the air. That's all it needs to be. A little speck of dust, and rain can actually collect around it and fall. But
Mm-hmm.
remember those currents of air I've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You've got air currents that go up and down all the time in a storm. Okay?
Okay.
So a couple of these raindrops get together. They get caught up in this up and down cycle. Now remember, the higher up in the atmosphere you go, the colder it gets. And it does get below freezing.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a few raindrops that get caught up, they go up, they hit that freezing layer, they freeze. They go back down, collect more raindrops, come back up, get frozen again, go back down, come back up, collect more raindrops, get frozen again. Da, 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 da. This is a cycle that happens hundreds of thousands of times in a storm. So why does hail fall? Because the updraft can't carry it anymore.
Yep, it's too heavy.
It's too heavy for the updraft. So what happens? You
It
built up,
drops.
say, 30, 40, 50 layers of rain and ice in this small piece of hail that's the size of a fucking $50 or a chicken egg. It's gonna fall.
Mm-hmm.
And it falls at terminal velocity.
Yep.
And terminal velocity is not the velocity you want to get hit by. Trust and believe that.
No.
Because let's just say, Scott, you were in, I don't know, just for argument's sake, you're in Chicago, Illinois right now. And you've got a lot of rains, you got a lot of hail falling down or whatever. And you get hit by a few of these hailstones. You're gonna be hurt. But if those stones get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be knocked the fuck out.
believe it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And that's not no joke. I'm not trying to.
Mm-mm.
Everything I'm saying right now, every people who are listening, is not me trying to scare you. No. My intention is not to scare, it's to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
There is a difference. Now, how do you know the difference? If you have people that are saying, oh my god, it's going to be a horrible, 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 horrible day, more than likely, you're talking to someone who's fear mongering.
Mm-hmm.
The only exceptions to that is when shit really is bad. Mike, you and I can label one time where fear mongering was valid. You and I both.
Yes. Are you talking about the 2020 Raid show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now for explanation of a derecho. Essentially, the best way I can use to describe it is a land hurricane. Now, a lot of storms end up forming what's called quasi-linear cellular systems. Okay, Shirley,
Mm-hmm.
back out a little bit
Okay.
and go towards central, kind of north central Illinois. Just kind of back out a bit so that we can get kind of a good overview of
Oh,
Illinois.
wow. Look at this. This is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. All of this is a large area that's being covered by it.
Yeah, it's got a population of 5.4 million people in it. So now I want to zoom out because I want to focus kind of on the line here that that we're talking about.
Yeah.
This line goes from Algonquin, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try anymore. Fuck it. All the way down.
I got it. It's
to more.
Algonquin. It's Algonquin.
Algonquin, like the Indian tribe.
Yep.
Algonquin.
Thank you. From Algonquin all the way to Morris, and then down to Pontiac and Leroy. So
Is this in Michigan?
This right?
No, it's Illinois.
No, this
Okay.
is all Illinois. This is what you call a QLCS. What it,
Let my pen dry out a little.
oh shit. Hold on, guys. We got it up. Late breaking news. I gotta check something really quick.
Okay.
Go for it.
Someone's about to get hit, and it's an unwarned cell. But what I'm gonna say is that set of cells going from Algonquin all the way down to Morris, Illinois, are
In
are
trouble?
what's called a squall line.
Yeah.
Now, how do you know a squall line from just a standard everything? The best and easiest way to tell is look for
Look for what? You cut out there a little bit, Frodo.
Hold on. He's checking something.
okay, we have active possible tornadoes going on in multiple locations. So give me one moment to reply to my friend, okay?
Okay.
Bro, I'm on my BTA show, so this is actually the perfect time for you to get your butt in here and help me out with this shit. Are we looking at like Milwaukee area? Or is it
No.
Friendship area for those storms you're talking about, Nick?
Huh. Excuse me.
I'll go to Milwaukee.
And far eastern Illinois, near Gary and Indiana.
Why are there
That's
two
places
Waukeeses? Huh, that's unusual.
Said that they're unwarned, and they're hitting towns, and there's no warning.
Another place that if you don't have like this type of access, I bet you the Weather Channel's covering all the storms too.
Yeah, they probably
They
are.
are. Thank you. I'm looking at Chicago right now, and they did put a severe thunderstorm, but there's no tornado warnings except for in the Morris, Illinois area. just south of this shit. Right now, we're looking at QLCS tornadoes, bro. This is what's crazy.
What is QLCS?
Quasi-linear convective system.
Okay.
Eee. That's the one nasty cell.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, like I said, I'm live on BTA right now, so I'm literally doing this conversation with you on BTA. So everyone's hearing this. In Illinois right now, near Gary and all that, there are a lot of storms going on that should be tornado warned. Like this is serious business, people. This is live that we're talking about this.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm not kidding when I say when we look at these storms as spotters,
Oh?
we got a tornado warning active. We have an observed tornado warning right now in
Missouri.
Southeastern Warren County in east central Missouri. It is an
Anywhere
active
near Joplin?
tornado.
Okay.
Anywhere near Joplin?
No, Joplin's in the southwest part of the state. Nothing there. It's let's see.
Okay.
Here it is. Let's see. Are you the observed one? No. Are you the? Yes, found it. Okay.
7 tornado on the ground with debris signatures that hasn't been warned. No warning, nothing.
Oh,
Exactly. And I'm about to go on to a small rant about this. So if you want to get on what I sent you on your messenger, be ready for this. So, everyone, you want to ask why we're talking about this today? I have a very, very good reason to be talking about this today. The reason we're having such problems with weather and predictions of weather and being able to tell what's going on with weather and all of this. The reason why we're having these problems, and Mike, I apologize, this is going to get slightly political, but it needs to be done, and I need you as a weather spotter to be in on this so that we have multiple confirmations of what I'm saying, okay?
All right.
The reason this is happening is because of Project 2025 that we discussed so many times. I made a Facebook post about this, and I'm going to read this directly from my wall. Okay? I want everyone to really put some thought into what I'm saying here. Okay? The people who read Project 2025, we all knew what was going to happen. We stated that when the restrictions were put in place on budgetary needs for the National Weather Service and the National Oceanic and
Atmospheric
Aerospace.
Atmospheric Administration.
Yep. We told you that people would fucking die. This wasn't hyperbole. This wasn't us fucking doom speaking, over exaggerating shit. This wasn't a fucking over exaggeration. This was a fact. Mm-hmm. We have in this country 122 NEXRAD radar sites.
Mm-hmm.
That means there is not enough fucking radar coverage in this country. There is not enough people putting their eyes on these fucking storms to fucking keep people alive. Mm-hmm. Our government's job has been and always shall be to protect the lives of residents of this country. Notice, I did not say citizens. I said residents. anyone in this country deserves to have fucking protection from stuff that can be protected against.
Okay, Frodo, before you go on, I think that this is right. South of Warrenton, I can see a little bit of a hook.
That looks like one. Get ready in there, but let's continue this really quick because
Okay.
this needs to be said. At this point, I'm sick and fucking tired of all the MAGA people who want to claim that that we're not having climate change, that we're not having bad weather, that hurricanes aren't real, that all this shit is manufactured. Fuck you. Like, I'm not even gonna hesitate in saying fuck you in the most personal, direct fucking way possible. You motherfuckers who say this shit, you motherfuckers who try to push these fucking conspiracy theories are the reason why people die from stuff that they can get protection from. Okay? The people who die in these storms, the humans, beings, the citizens, the residents, everything that dies in these storms because of your fucking administration's lack of fucking common sense and your administrations want to destroy the National Weather Service, the blood of these people is on your hands. And I don't care what fucking world you live in. I don't want to be friends with people who decided that human life isn't fucking worth it. You, MAGA, all you maggots, ought to be ashamed of yourselves for killing Americans. All of you. I'm sorry to say it so fucking bluntly, but someone has to.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, if it isn't going to be fucking Democrats in offices, if it isn't going to be fucking people like Max Velocity or Ryan Hall who say this shit, it's going to be me. I'm to the point where I don't want to associate with a member of MAGA anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Ever again. Because you have killed Americans.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it boils down to. Now, Mike, you may not agree fully with me, but you can't tell me that the budget cuts to the National Weather Service and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration are not devastating to this country.
Correct.
And I'm sorry to say it so fucking bluntly, but it needed to be done.
Yeah. Okay, I see it. I see a more prominent hook between Warrenton and Wright City.
Yeah. But like I said, please, everyone who cares about human lives, keep an eye on weather. Keep an eye on the weather.
Yeah, and I need to stress this too. If you're trying to watch like some kind of basketball or TV show, please, for the love of God, do not threaten the meteorologists. They are only doing their job, and the FCC requires them to interrupt because they're delivering life-saving information.
Exactly. You have been warned.
It is not your right to tell people that they are not allowed to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize if I sound like an asshole in saying all this. I don't know who would think that, but I'm fed up. I'm straight up fed up with people acting like they are better than everyone else.
Yeah, this is the most important thing. Even if it's not your county or not where you are, a tornado is affecting somebody somewhere. If you really want to see your TV show or sporting event, whatever, there's two ways. Stream it online live or wait for the highlights later.
Okay,
Yep.
I got a question, Shirley.
Okay.
I'm using you hypothetically.
Okay.
I saw this in one of my EAS scenarios, so bear with me, okay?
Okay.
You got these two people. You, as a believer in the warnings that the National Weather Service is giving out.
Mm-hmm.
Your partner on the air, on the other hand, calls it a pile of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, calls you a fearmonger,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't believe what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
How would you handle a situation like that?
That's a good question.
I can tell you what I'd do,
Go ahead.
and I don't care if I was on the air in that situation or not. The person who said, "Oh, you're just fear mongering. None of this is real," they would have a fist in the face faster than you can say "hello, baby."
Yeah, the one a scenario I was thinking of says, "I don't believe there's a tornado out there. I'm going to get in my car and go find this tornado." Wrong thing to do, Mister.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong thing to do. He stopped in the middle of the road, and the tornado was right in front of him, rain wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Suffice to say, he didn't last very long. But I would pay attention to the weather people.
And I'm gonna post PS this all. Everything I've said today, everything. I am not a trained meteorologist. I am not.
Mm-hmm.
What I am is a weather enthusiast, a science enthusiast, and someone who actually enjoys learning about the shit that goes on in this world. I'm someone who actively seeks out knowledge. That's mine.
And this group, all of us here, and anybody else that's listening that's interested, we all want to learn. That's why we're here.
And the fact of the matter is this. The fact of the matter is this. I'm so fucking sick of having people killed, dead, because of fucking
idiocy.
Conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it boils down to.
Yep.
Conspiracy fucking theories.
You know what?
I don't.
If
Go ahead.
these people don't believe in climate change, go tell the poor polar bears there's no climate change. They're running out of icebergs to stand on.
Yeah. The fact is, this weather stuff, it affects everyone in the world. Weather affects us all.
Mm-hmm.
And having knowledge of how you can read weather, how you can understand weather,
Mm-hmm.
how you can comprehend what's going on at certain points of weather. Having that knowledge is nothing short of mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge is power. You know what? When I looked up at the sky and I saw that swirling ring of clouds, I thought, what exactly is it I'm seeing? This is before I started getting lessons from you, Frodo. But it was fascinating.
And I'm not even trying to sound like I'm the best at this. I'm not. I'm not the best. I'm gonna admit that openly. I've never went to school for this. All I have is my weather spotter training and what I've gleaned from my own research. But I'm a fucking, compared to some of these people in the world, I'm a fucking rocket scientist.
You're a good
I'm
teacher.
not I'm not trying to sound high and mighty on myself, but Jesus fuck. I mean, what do you guys think of that?
You are a good teacher.
Yep.
And a lot of people, they don't go to school for weather spotting, etc. They learn by real life experience, like you did, Frodo.
So if you live in Savoy, St. Joseph, Royal Ogden, Homer, Sydney, and Urbana, Illinois, do me a favor right now. Duck your head, get in your basement, and protect yourselves. There is something coming your way. It is right now over at Mahomet, Mahomet, in Seymour, Illinois. Looking at velocity here, there's definitely something going on. Looking at uh, Coco. Oh yeah.
Where am I looking?
Urbana, Illinois, Shirley.
Okay.
It's the most recent damaging tornado just visible on the alerts thing.
Okay, Urbana. Oh, wasn't it east of Bloomington?
East of north and east of Decatur.
There it is. I found it. I found Urbana. There it is. There's Savoy and there's Urbana.
Yep. Yep. I'm just saying we have an active tornado going on there. So if you live in it, if you recognize any of those cities, protect your ass.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
I hate to interrupt, but we don't have that much time left on the show.
That's fine.
I know.
But yeah,
I wanted
that's fine.
Tonight was a science night. We focused a lot on weather science and how everything kind of works and how to interpret a radar. And that's the key thing. Learning to read a radar, learning to understand what a radar says is going to be a godsend to you.
Learning to read a radar can save your ass.
Yep.
If you are scared of storms, reading a radar can help you become less scared.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because
To quote that quote from that cartoon, knowing's half the battle.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, I'm going to re-quote the statement I made earlier. The statement is simple. Be prepared, not scared.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be scared, be prepared. Because guess what? Preparation saves lives.
Mm-hmm. And
with that, I'm going to end tonight with saying thank you for listening to our TED Talk tonight. If you're watching our show, thank you. If you're watching the replay, thank you. To my immediate, let me see here. To my immediate right on the screen is our host Shirley, and then we got Janet and everyone. I'm just gonna say for all of us, thank you for listening.
Mm-hmm.
Don't Love piece of chicken grease. Do your thing now, Shirley.
Okay. All right. Now, of course, next week, Monday, of course, Money Mayhem. Tuesday, Political Catch-Up. Thursday, I'll be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection. And then Friday will be Trivia Night.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you this. Monday, we will pick up with those stories I really want to talk about. The leaking of the Avatar Last Airbender animated movie. And the infamous photo going around where Larry Kenny said AI's got to go. And in this case, he's right. Okay. All right. Later.
Have a good night, Frodo.
Yeah. And
Bye, Frodo.
yeah. And by the way, one other thing. In Knoxville, Tennessee, traffic was stopped because a truck had a bit of an accident and a million bees were in it.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope they didn't kill some of
No.
them.
They were able to get them all under control by afternoon, but they had to shut. I think they had to shut down part of I-40 in Knoxville. So.
Perhaps. Oh, but you know what? The bees were probably already agitated from being transported in the back of a truck.
No, I mean they do it. I think they do it in a way that doesn't happen. But I'm not an expert. I wouldn't know. So, but yeah. Anyway, that's our plan for next week. And of course, I'll say what I always say on Fridays. Please remember, don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. Don't put any remote games and drive. But do think and drive. Okay. I want you back here next week. And also, please remember to wear your seatbelt because it is required by law in all 50 states. All right. So next time we know.
That's the problem. People don't think.
I know. All right. Next thing we do, here comes the ending. So hang on for 15 seconds. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm going to say what Frodo just said. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Everybody have a great weekend. Sleep well. Stay safe, especially in those severe weather areas. And we'll see you next week. So,